Have you ever wondered how a normal morning can quietly turn dangerous, even when you feel fine? Mr. Hung was about 70, living in a rural area, and he truly believed he was doing everything right. He exercised regularly, enjoyed his garden, stayed active, and lived simply. Then one morning, while tending his plants like he had done so many times before, he suddenly fainted. News like this leaves families shocked and confused, because it feels like it comes out of nowhere. But often, the real danger is not one big mistake. It's a few small morning habits that older adults repeat every day without realizing what they're doing to the heart, brain, and blood pressure. In this video, we're focusing on 3 overlooked morning habits that can silently harm you or someone you love. We'll talk about the risks of pushing your body too hard on an empty stomach, the danger of getting out of bed too fast, and a surprisingly common bathroom habit that can strain the body in ways many people never expect. Stay with this message until the end, because these aren't complicated fixes. They're small changes that can lower risk, protect independence, and help you stay healthier longer. And beyond that, they can become part of a legacy of health you quietly pass down through example and daily wisdom. Before we begin, if you find these lessons helpful, please support the channel by liking the video and subscribing, so you don't miss future guidance meant to protect older adults and the people who care about them. And as you listen, think about this question: which one of these habits feels most familiar in your own mornings? Tip 1. Avoid strenuous activity on an empty stomach. As we get older, taking care of health stops being a casual idea and becomes something deeply personal. It's not just good advice. It's a form of respect for everything your body has carried you through, and a way of protecting the years you still want to enjoy. One of the simplest but most important rules is this: don't jump into hard physical work first thing in the morning without giving your body some fuel. After a full night of sleep, your body has been in a quieter, slower state. Metabolism eases down, energy stores are being conserved, and your system is focused on repair and recovery. When you wake up, your body needs a gentle transition into activity. That's why breakfast matters more than many people realize. Skipping food and rushing straight into demanding tasks like heavy gardening, lifting, or an intense workout can be like asking a car to climb a steep hill with almost no gas. You might get away with it once or twice, but the strain adds up, and in older adults, that strain can turn dangerous fast. In the early morning, the body naturally releases hormones like adrenaline to help you switch on, and blood pressure is often higher during this time. If you combine that natural morning surge with sudden intense activity on an empty stomach, you can create a risky situation inside the blood vessels. For someone who already has plaque buildup, which is common with aging, this kind of strain may increase the chance of a serious event like a heart attack or stroke. And the risks aren't only about the heart. Without food, you may not have enough steady glucose for your brain and muscles, which can lead to weakness, dizziness, or unsteady balance. For older adults, that can mean falls, injuries, and long recoveries that change daily life. A safer approach is simple, and it doesn't require a big meal. Start with something light, balanced, and easy to digest. A small bowl of oatmeal with fruit can provide steady energy. Whole grain toast with avocado, or a boiled egg with a few bites of fruit, can also be enough to wake up your system. Just as important, hydrate early. A glass of water or warm herbal tea helps your body transition out of the overnight state and supports circulation. Then, instead of pushing hard right away, ease into the day with gentle movement. Light stretching, a calm walk, or slow, steady practices like Tai Chi can prepare your joints and muscles without shocking your system. These softer movements don't just protect the body, they also change the emotional tone of the morning. They send a quiet message: your health matters, and you are worth taking care of. If you're still with me, here's something to reflect on. Many older adults don't get into trouble because they ignored health. They get into trouble because they were trying to be responsible, staying active, staying useful, staying busy, without realizing the timing and intensity mattered. When you nourish yourself first and start gently, you're not becoming weak. You're becoming wise. And that wisdom can protect you for years. Tip 2. Avoid getting up too quickly. One of the simplest changes you can make in the morning is also one of the most protective, especially after 60 or 70. It's resisting that urge to pop up out of bed the moment you open your eyes. It can feel harmless. You might even think, I'm not old. I'm still strong. But the truth is, the transition from sleep to standing is one of the most vulnerable moments of the day for many older adults, and rushing it can trigger dizziness, imbalance, and even dangerous falls. While you sleep, your body shifts into a deeply restorative mode. Your heart rate slows down, blood pressure drops, muscles relax, and the whole system focuses on repair. It's like your body is quietly recharging overnight. When you wake up, that calm system does not instantly snap into full speed. Blood flow is still adjusting, and circulation may still be more centered around the core rather than strongly reaching the arms and legs. If you stand too fast, your body may not have time to respond properly, and blood pressure can drop suddenly. This is what many doctors refer to as orthostatic hypotension, which is simply a sharp drop in blood pressure when you move from lying down to standing. The symptoms can be subtle at first. Lightheadedness. A moment of blurry vision. Feeling unsteady, off balance, or briefly confused. Some people even feel their heart race. And for older adults, these seconds matter. Because it only takes one dizzy moment to lose footing, stumble, or fall. Falls are not a minor issue in later life. A fall can lead to fractures, deep bruising, painful injuries, and a long recovery that steals independence. Hip fractures in particular are a major turning point for many seniors. They often require surgery, rehabilitation, and months of healing. Even when the bone heals, the fear of falling again can remain, and that fear can cause people to move less, exercise less, and slowly lose strength and confidence over time. So when we talk about getting up slowly, we're not talking about being overly cautious. We're talking about protecting mobility, freedom, and quality of life. The good news is this risk is often preventable with a simple mindful routine that takes less than 2 minutes. The goal is to let your circulatory system catch up, so your blood pressure stays stable and your balance stays steady. When you wake up, stay lying down for a brief moment. Don't rush. Give your body a chance to shift from sleep into alertness. Then start with gentle movement. Wiggle your toes. Rotate your ankles. Bend your knees slowly. These small motions help blood flow return to the legs and wake up the muscles in a safe way. Next, take a few slow, deep breaths. This helps bring oxygen into the bloodstream, and it also calms the nervous system. Then sit up gradually. Don't snap forward. Move in a controlled way. Once you're sitting, swing your legs over the side of the bed and let your feet rest on the floor for a moment. This pause is important. It gives your body time to stabilize before standing. If you feel even slightly dizzy, stay seated a little longer. You can also hold onto the bed or a sturdy surface for support. And when you do stand, stand slowly and steadily, not all at once. This gentle routine does more than prevent a fall. It sets a calmer tone for the day. Mornings can feel rushed, but older adulthood often rewards the people who move with intention. Taking a few extra seconds is an act of respect for your body. It's a quiet way of saying, I'm not in a race. I'm here to protect my health. If you're still watching and these lessons feel useful, you can comment too to let the community know you're staying engaged and taking this seriously. Tip 3. Avoid straining in the bathroom. Sometimes the habits that feel the most ordinary are the ones that carry the most risk, especially in the early morning when the body is still shifting into a fully awake state. One of the most overlooked issues for older adults is straining during a bowel movement. Many people don't want to talk about it, so it stays hidden. But the truth is, pushing too hard can put sudden pressure on the heart and blood vessels, and for someone already vulnerable, that strain can become dangerous. Here's the simple idea. When you strain, you increase pressure inside the chest and abdomen. That can temporarily affect blood pressure and heart rhythm, and it may reduce blood flow returning to the heart for a moment. For many people, it may only cause discomfort. But for older adults, especially those with heart disease, high blood pressure, or blood vessel plaque, this sudden stress can raise risk in ways most families never expect. And even when it doesn't lead to a major emergency, straining can contribute to issues like hemorrhoids, dizziness, and feeling weak or shaky afterward. So the goal is not to force the body. The goal is to make bowel movements easier and more natural, so your body isn't under unnecessary pressure. One helpful change is posture. Sitting comfortably and placing your feet on a small stool can bring your knees slightly higher, creating a position closer to a natural squat. That simple adjustment often reduces strain and helps the body work more smoothly. Diet matters too. Constipation is usually the main reason people strain, and constipation is strongly influenced by what we eat. A diet with enough fiber supports better digestion and softer stools. Foods like leafy greens, whole grains, beans, and fruits can make a real difference over time. You don't have to overhaul everything at once. Even adding one fiber-rich food each day can help. Hydration is another key. Water helps keep digestion moving and softens stool naturally. Many older adults drink less water because they don't want frequent bathroom trips, but dehydration can quietly make constipation worse, which then increases straining. A steady, reasonable amount of water through the day is often one of the simplest solutions. Regular movement helps as well. Walking, light stretching, or gentle yoga can support bowel regularity by stimulating the digestive system. The body was designed to move, and digestion often works better when we do. Also, limit bathroom time. Sitting too long can increase pressure on veins and raise the risk of hemorrhoids. Try not to turn the bathroom into a place for long phone scrolling or extended sitting. Give your body time, but don't force it, and don't linger. When you make these small adjustments, you're not just improving comfort. You're lowering strain on the body and protecting long-term health. And that leads into the deeper message this video is trying to leave with you. The ripple effect of health choices. The choices we make each day, especially the small ones we repeat without thinking, affect more than just our bodies. They influence the way we show up for the people who love us. When an older adult stays healthier, the whole family often feels it. There's more energy for family time. More ability to enjoy gatherings. More freedom to travel, to be present with grandchildren, to share wisdom in a calm and meaningful way. Good health isn't only personal. It becomes shared peace. But when health declines, the impact spreads too. Many families experience not only worry and sadness, but also the heavy practical pressure that comes with caregiving. Medical bills, appointments, medications, therapy, hospital visits, and long recoveries can drain savings and create stress that touches everyone. And beyond money, there's emotional weight, sleepless nights, constant fear, the exhaustion of balancing work, family responsibilities, and caregiving at once. These are the quiet burdens families carry when health is lost. That's why it helps to view health as a legacy. Not a perfect life, and not a guarantee, but a powerful gift you shape through everyday habits. When you choose gentle movement instead of reckless strain, when you eat in a way that supports your body, when you manage stress, when you get checkups and take symptoms seriously, you're sending a message to the people who care about you. I value my life, and I'm trying to stay strong for as long as I can. That message isn't spoken. It's lived. Walk paths of opportunity and respect. Elders who live with honesty, kindness, and selflessness leave behind something deeper than money. They leave an example that teaches dignity and character. That example can shape children and grandchildren more than any material gift. Moral strength creates a ripple effect. It influences how families treat each other, how communities grow, and how younger people learn to move through the world with integrity. Teach your descendants to earn money honestly. Many people believe the best thing they can leave is property or financial assets. And of course, stability matters. But there is an even more lasting gift: teaching the next generation how to earn and manage money with honesty, discipline, and self-reliance. An inheritance can help in the short term, but without values and skills, it can also create dependency, entitlement, or poor decisions that erase it quickly. Teaching someone to build a life through ethical work and wise choices gives them something they can carry forever. This includes financial literacy too. Simple lessons about budgeting, saving, and careful investing can protect future generations from stress and hardship. It helps them understand that money represents time and effort, and that understanding can build humility, gratitude, and respect for others. It can also create resilience, because earning and managing money honestly is rarely easy. There will be setbacks. But setbacks teach strength, problem-solving, and perseverance, qualities that shape a person's entire future. Health is the foundation of family stability. It's easy to say health is wealth, but you understand the truth of it most clearly when health is threatened. Good health allows you to enjoy daily life, stay connected, and remain a source of comfort rather than a source of constant worry. When elders are healthy, adult children often have more freedom to pursue their own goals without the heavy pressure of caregiving. Families have more time for laughter, shared meals, and memories that feel warm instead of anxious. Ultimately, health isn't only about living longer. It's about living better. It's about keeping your days fuller, calmer, and more independent. It's about protecting the time you still have with the people you love. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope these lessons stayed with you in a practical way, not just as ideas but as habits you can actually use tomorrow morning. Now I want to ask you, what stood out to you most today? What is one change you feel ready to make in your morning routine? Something small, but real. Share it in the comments, because your experience might help someone else. If this message helped you, please like the video, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe so you can continue receiving supportive content. Stay encouraged, stay grounded, and remember you are not alone. I look forward to hearing what you plan to put into practice.